This is Deborah. I'm back here in my art room with my sunflower drawing. You can tell this is number 4, and you can tell I've done a lot of drawing. I do a lot of the boring stuff off camera. I call it boring stuff. Just, getting your leaves in the right place. As you can see, some of these are coming out higher up, so I had to erase a little bit of stuff, and put these up here. They're kind of higher up, see? Everything don't grow in a straight line all the way around. That's not how things grow. So when you draw, you might see it like that. But if you want it to be real looking, you have to do the little places like it is in real life. So now I'm going to start shading a little bit and drawing some green maybe. And try to get this thing finished. The reason I'm drawing this is I want to use it on my group, my artist group. I have an artist group called Artist Friends, and I'm the administrator, and it's not very big. It's small right now. It's okay. I made it because I've gone on a lot of artist groups and looked for somewhere to share my art. And I've really been disappointed in a lot of the groups, and I'm not going to be critical, put people down. There's enough people doing that in the world. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I don't see a lot of support. I see a lot of artists trying to sell their art in these groups, and I see a lot of artists, I don't know what they're doing actually. I guess they want their art to be seen, and they're not, somebody will put something like beautiful, awesome, nice. What does that tell you? Nothing. When people put their art online, they want some feedback, but they don't want you to criticize it so bad, tear it down. They just want feedback. How does this make you feel when you look at it? So this gives me a happy feeling. It makes me feel sad. Whatever. Give some feedback if you can. That's all we need is a little feedback. In other words, I've created a mood here. Can you feel it? That's basically it. Can you feel it? Can you feel this mood? Can you get what I'm trying to say? That's what we're asking. We're not asking for you to critique the thing. We've already critiqued it to death, believe me. We critique ourselves to death. I thought about, when I was young and I was just getting started, and I discovered art class in high school. Whoa. When I saw that we had that and in high school, well, I knew I was on board immediately. So I signed up for art class. I had the coolest teacher. She was not bizarre. She was beautiful. Her name was Jamie Beater, South Cobb High School. And but she was cool because she was pretty and she dressed normal. She acted normal. There was just something different about her, and I knew it. I just knew it. And she just thought differently, It's kind of the way I thought. You're not just an artist by hobby. And you got to get that out of your head real quick. That you're an artist it's like an embodiment of a creative person. It's not just your paint. It's not just you draw. It's an embodiment of creativity. God gave you some of his traits. God's creator. He created everything, you, me. That's my belief system. It's coming out of my backbone, deep down inside me. And if you want me to be something else, well, you're the devil. You're just the devil. Because who would want you to be something besides who you are? The devil. Because he wants you to be miserable, I guess. Your adversary. You know, everybody has an adversary. But anyways, I thought about how intimidated I was. I wasn't terrible, but I thought I was. I wasn't great. I hadn't had any real instruction yet, so I wasn't great. Yeah, I was probably still drawing stick figures. I was not that child that everybody said, "Oh my gosh, she's going to be an artist. She's wonderful. Look at the drawings. Oh my goodness, they look so real." That child gets a lot of support. Everybody sees it early on. But then there are these blossoming artists that's what I was. It took me a long time to realize that I had a skill and I had to develop it. Just because you have the skill don't mean you're going to be doing anything with it. Just because you have that inside. You have to develop it. Well, some people, like I said, they're savant. From the very beginning, they get it. They see the shadows. They see all of it. They get it right. And there you are, little stick figure lady. Little stick figure. But you love it. You love it. Something inside of you just love it. You don't even know you're an artist yet. This is the people I want to talk to today. You don't know you're an artist. You just know you have a vision of something. That you enjoy like I said in one tape, you enjoy smelling the glue, the paint. You enjoy the paper, the way the paper smells. You like the way it feels. There's just something about this. And you like it. You may not be good at it yet. You just like it. So this is a blossoming artist. And you don't know who you are yet. And you're not that weirdo person they show on movies and stuff, running around like an idiot, trying to prove that you're different. But this is the thing. You are different. You don't have to try to be different. You don't have to try to prove you're different. You just think different. It doesn't mean you're a weirdo. Doesn't mean that, you're more special than everybody else around you. You've just got a gift, and you got to value that gift and develop that gift and make it into something. Because right now it's just a gift. It's just raw. It's just raw. And you're not good yet, but you're going to get good. You're going to get better. But you got to paint, you got to draw, you got to do your ceramics, you got whatever. And I've noticed this thing about artists, real artists, not some child that don't want to do anything, so they go to art school. They're lazy. Their parents can afford to send them, so they go to art school. Don't you just hate those kind of people? Because you got to work like a dog to get what you want, and they just have it handed to them. That's life. Work with what you have. Look around you. You got something. God's not going to leave you without anything. Give you this gift, and you got to pray and say, I need this, I need that, Lord. Tell him what you need. Ask. The Bible said, ask. Come on, ask. What do you want? Well, I'd like to draw, but I don't have anything. Ask. Lord, I need some art supplies. They'll show up. You just watch. They'll show up. They might not be new. They might be a fluke. You might think, oh, well, I was lucky. No, God heard you. He heard you. He's just sending it your way. Might get blocked. Might be some people that don't obey that's supposed to help you. So it'll get blocked a little bit. Happened to Daniel. When he prayed, the Lord said, I heard you when you prayed, but I had to send an angel to do battle to get what you needed there. So, we think things are going to happen like a genie in a bottle, but it doesn't. You have to wait on God. At the right time. I was looking at that. The plight of the human condition is in Ecclesiastes, and this tells you about life. Life is like opposites. Born, you die. You plant, you harvest. You kill, you heal. This is life. At 1 minute, you're going to be doing one or the other. You're going to be planting or you're going to be harvesting. You know, you're going to be breaking something down. You're going to be building something up. At any given time, you're going to be doing it. Any of that. That's life. But anyways, back to high school. I'm all over the place. It's all right. That's the way artists. Okay, there's a reason for this. There's a reason I'm all over the place. That's the way your brain works. That's the way your brain works. It's all over the place. You'll have a project going here. You'll have a project going there. You'll be working on this. You can't focus on one thing. That's the way your brain works. And I'm always creating something. That's how you know you're an artist. You just always got to create or die, create or die. Got to do it. Got to do it. But that creativity can't be measured, but it's so valuable. You're stranded. Sometimes I thought I'd love to have that challenge to be stranded somewhere, like in that movie with Tom Hanks, where he was on that island. And my brain went crazy thinking of all the things that I would have invented. I thought probably just died of starvation. Oh no, but my brain was going like crazy, thinking, "Oh, I do this with that coconut, and I do that." And so survival skills sometimes the creative person, the artist, might come up with it. Come up with the answer. What I'm doing right now is I'm outlining, just trying to give some definition. Because like I said in one video, nothing's ever one color. There's so many colors in this. And it'll look yellow when I'm done. This will look yellow, but it'll have a lot of different colors. I've got a reddish brown. And this shading is making it have a curl. You see that? It's starting to curl. So all I'm doing is just putting a little shading here. And it's starting to curl. Hey, do it. If you don't like it, erase it. And you discover, oh, if I do this, oh yeah, that's what happened. I get this little curl thing going on. We don't want the edges to be perfect because nothing in nature is absolutely perfect, but including us. But I was so intimidated in high school because we had this guy in the very beginning. He was like a little savant. He could do the old masters. He could copy them. He was so intimidating that I just thought, I could never do that. I just can't do this, But I'll do the best I can. And I did. And I started loving it. And it doesn't matter that I can't copy the masters. That was theirs. I got to do mine. What's mine? What's mine? Because I'm me. I look on these pages. I'm back to the art groups again. I see the same stuff over and over and over. I thought, what are these art colleges pumping out? These kids, all their stuff looks the same. Bright colors, bizarre looking things. I mean, I can appreciate modern art. I've seen the tires leaning against the wall with a chain on it and thousands and thousands of dollars. And then I've seen a tire leaning against the house, in somebody's yard. I didn't think it was pretty leaning against the house in somebody's yard, and I didn't think it was art in an art museum. I thought that's just an excuse for wanting to be weird. You want to just be so weird and think that you're so different as an artist that you got to do something totally ugly. Artists make things more beautiful. That's what we do. That's why we're here. We make things more beautiful. And we come up with ideas. And And you may have been to art school and they've got you so confused about what you're supposed to paint, what you're supposed to draw. You're doing everything they tell you. Oh, gosh, if I could just shake you and say, get that stuff out of your head. Draw. Do what you want. You're free. That's why you have that liberal like spirit. Because you got to be able to do what you want in art. What's inside of you. Let the light come forth. God come out of it. That's why you go and you look at these, like Van Gogh. He wasn't just an artist. He saw God. I'm sitting there looking at the Van Gogh exhibit the other day, the Van Gogh experience, and it just come out of my mouth. I see God in these sunflowers. It's just, some of it are like child's drawings, child's paintings. Well, a child could have done that. No, they can't. Not unless God tells them to do it. That's God coming forth. So let God come forth in your art. I guess is what I'm trying to say. And then people will see it. And they'll be flocking to it one day. Maybe after you're dead. I think artists are prophetic. And they don't necessarily paint for their own generation. Because they're prophetic. See? Your artistry is not just paint a pretty picture, although that might happen. But it's prophetic. Van Gogh, Cassatt, in their day, of course everybody knows Monet, all the rest of them, Degas. But in their day, and hey, I didn't go to art college. I learned that because I love art. In their day, they were considered, their paintings were childlike, they said. They insulted them, the critics, the art critics, which, I wish they didn't exist. But not as people, but just as that whole thing of critiquing. Who are you to critique something God has put in somebody? Keep your opinion to yourself. See how I'm erasing? Yeah, you do a lot of that. I love these little erasers. They're cheap. But I like them because they're pointy. They're on the end of your pencil. You just flip it over. That's a good idea. Whoever created that hundreds of years ago. Still works. Don't mess with perfection. You'll just mess it up. All right, I'm going to show you something. This came off a little vacuum cleaner or something like that. Works great. This is some kind of hair tool you paint color on your hair with. Works great. Be creative. Find you some art tools that you just think, oh, I could do that with that. Be creative. Use that creativity all in life. And don't be intimidated by the little savant around you, because they have their job to do. You have yours. Because your art has to develop. Not everybody's born, like that. That's rare. Very rare. Your art has to develop. So get started. Get started. Started painting. Get started doing your art. You think you got a long time, life goes by so fast to make your head spin. Get started doing your art, whatever it is, and stop putting yourself down, because you're putting God down. When you put yourself down, I'm not this, I'm not that, you're saying, well, God, you didn't give me enough. But He did give you enough. Don't put yourself down. Value what God has given you. Be blessed. Till next time.